Casting agents want perfectly normal. I'm sure they'll love you, Jenna told me, and if they don't, screw 'em. I am not that kind of actress, I deadpanned. Now Jenna laughed. I should hope not. Jenna and I joke about sex, but that's as far as it goes. We're both 13 and innocent, sexually speaking. Neither of us are seasoned daters, but for very different reasons. Jenna, a straight A's honors student, says premature dating could derail her plan to attend Berkeley or Stanford, become a successful environmental lawyer, and then meet a nice, equally successful guy and settle down. Besides acting, I don't have a grand plan. I just haven't met a guy worth focusing on. Jenna blew me a kiss and walked into class as I hurried into the girls' bathroom. I carefully sidestepped wet toilet paper landmines and wedged myself into an empty stall. Hillwood is a good public middle school, but the germ-ridden restrooms leave something to be desired. I traded my purple wool sweater and brown corduroys for a denim shirt, khaki shorts, and flip-flops. It's mid-March and still chilly out, but Wacky Water's a summer place, and Eleanor instructed me to dress casual. It beat dressing up, since driving into San Francisco takes about 30 minutes without traffic. I have to sit really still on the way to auditions so I don't get wrinkled. When I walked out of the bathroom, 3 sixth-grade boys zooming down the hall whistled at me. "Nice legs," a scrawny blonde one yelled. I rolled my eyes because there's no point wasting words on immature 6th graders. Thank God I'll be out of here next year. I'll be a freshman at Hillside High, which will offer a whole new world of older men. I hustled into the attendance office and saw Mom at the counter, signing me out. She greeted me with a broad grin. "You look great, honey," ready to knock 'em dead. Mom looked great herself, in a dusty rose sheath dress, her chestnut hair pulled into a loose knot. She's been a real estate agent for the past year, and says it's important to dress to impress. Really, Mom should be in commercials. She's very pretty, in a natural way. We both have the same coloring, except Mom's taller, with boobs. I'm still waiting on mine. Megan, my 9-year-old sister, has puppy dog brown eyes and dark curly hair like Dad. I'd never tell Megan this, but I'm glad I take after Mom. Whenever we're at the grocery store or cleaners or pharmacy, men always notice her. But Mom doesn't notice them. She hasn't gone on a single date since she and Dad got divorced last year. We drove from Novato, the Northern California suburb where we live, across the Golden Gate Bridge into San Francisco by 2 p.m. It took another 10 minutes to locate the 3-story office building near Fisherman's Wharf. The lobby was packed with teens and adults, all waiting to audition. Assorted women and girls double-checked their makeup as a sea of Zac Efron wannabes crowded the vending machine. 30-something men were scattered throughout, including one ponytailed dude sitting cross-legged on the floor, eyes closed, meditating. I made a beeline for the bathroom. I figure if I always pee right before an audition, I'll never have to go during one. You don't want casting agents suspecting that you have a microbladder. Peering into the mirror, I sighed. The spot on my chin was peeking through my makeup, so I doused it with more Zit Zapper. Walking back out, I asked Mom, "Do I look okay?" She glanced at me and gave me a thumbs up. Perfect. Right then, a production assistant clutching a clipboard marched through the lobby, reading names off a list. Olivia Hughes? Mom squeezed my hand. "Good luck, sweetie." Jennifer Wamley, Brett Hansen, Thomas Albert, please come this way. The assistant led us to an elevator and up to a plush corner office, where a bearded man and a woman with steel gray helmet hair sat gulping Red Bull front and center at a glass table. The man didn't look up, but the woman caught my eye and smiled. She had to be in her 50s and looked a bit like my grandmother, which I took as a positive sign. The man, who was a little younger, stood and stroked the bushy hair covering half of his face. "I'm Bill Hilton, the casting director," he announced. "And this is Diane Wheeler, the